Not yet. Hang on. Thank you, though. I really appreciate having enthusiastic volunteers. That's very, very helpful. I really want you to be thinking about that, because I'm going to need 3 volunteers in a little bit. Okay, so you just think about whether you want to volunteer. Just so that you know what kind of things the volunteers are going to be doing. We've got blindfolds that 2 of the volunteers are going to have to put on. And then, I don't know, whatever this does. I don't know, we're going to need somebody to use this for us. Okay, so you won't be paying any attention. You're just going to be thinking about that now. This morning, I would like to talk about, it is Scout Sunday, and wonderful uniforms. Thank you for wearing those for us. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Scout Oath and the Scout Law as part of this morning. But I want to set it inside a framework. And that framework has to do with the gospel. And that framework is, I have a question for everyone here. And it has to do with, we're going to talk about how you follow something you cannot see. Okay? So if you're going somewhere, like Lynn and I are going to Italy today, and you haven't been there before, what do you need? If you can't see it, what do you need? A map? A map, that's good, right?
GPS.
What's that? GPS.
GPS.
The modern map, right. Anything of money? Okay. Yeah, money, okay. Passport. Okay, so you're going somewhere, Casey, what's that?
Language book.
Language book. It doesn't just have to be Italy. Maybe that threw you off. It would be amazing. Yes. Transportation. Right. So there's a good list. Right. So you need directions on how to get there. And that could be a map, or it could be a GPS. You need, and whoever put those directions together for you, even if they aren't with you, you need a guide, right? You need someone who knows the way, either shows you the way, or takes you on the way, or tells you about the way. And then you need to have the right equipment, right? I heard a bunch of examples of the kinds of equipment you need for a trip. You need your passport, and you need your money, and you need your clothing. I mean, I would imagine. Whatever yeah, that's right, but you want to have the right equipment, right? And Boy Scouts are good about that, right? Always be prepared, right? That's part of what they do. I don't know if did you hear in the gospel lesson today who the guide is on that trip that they're going on? Because they're on a trip to somewhere they can't see, aren't they? Isn't that what's happening in the Gospels? Who's the guide? Children's services is simple, everybody. Jesus! Somebody actually knew. Jesus is the guide, right? Jesus is the guide in this story a couple of different ways. First of all, he's teaching in this story, right? What's the first way we guide and direct each other? We send kids, it's what we do with kids until they're 18 to make sure that they have some idea about that journey they're going on that you can't see. We send them to school, right? They have teachers. The first thing Jesus is doing in this gospel is he's teaching. And then he also is a guide in another way in the second half of the story, isn't he? Because they're trying to fish. But are they having any success? No. But what does he do? He directs them, right? Try over there instead. So he's their director. And then they have to have the right equipment, which not only is the boat and the nets, but it's actually a good attitude, right? Because that's what Peter ends up saying in this story. Get away from me, Lord. He's so overwhelmed by how amazing this is. And he has to have the right attitude as well. Because that attitude of trust, that those who have gone before you and that your guide is worthwhile. You can't make a journey that'll be successful to a thing you can't see unless you have that piece of trust. So now we're going to see what that looks like. So who's going to volunteer for me? I need my 3 volunteers. And you guys, I'm going to need your help with something else. Okay, come on up, you three. That's perfect. Okay, so one of you gets to have this. Let's see if it actually, hold that out of there and see if it'll light up. Push the button. Push the button. Oh my goodness. Now you are what they're going to have to go find, okay? But you two have to put your blinds on, okay? Put your blinds on. And then I need the Boy Scouts who are so good at knots to make sure they really can't see. Come up here and put these blindfolds over the top. Yeah, that's why we need this. It broke, didn't it? There, you can't see it all. Good, that's what we want. Okay, would you guys help put these blindfolds on these two guys? There we go. Okay, so that they can't see. You can't see anything, that's good. Well, maybe just double blindfold here. Okay. There you go. There you go. Yep, that's good. They definitely won't be able to see. That's maybe double isn't necessary. You want to get some kind of a badge for that. That's so impressively well done. Okay, so you guys thank you. Yeah, you want to put that on him? That's fine. You can put a double blindfold on him. There you go. Well, he's really going to be blind now. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I know it's in the dark. You're in the dark. We want you to be in the dark. There you go. Good job, Gracie. Okay, so the Boy Scouts will go sit down. Here's what we're going to do. You can smell snow's good. Okay, so you guys remember seeing that big, come here, gentlemen. You're going to come with me. You can't see, so you don't know where you're going. We're going to come out here in the middle. Now, remember that big yellow stick that lit up? Light that up. Now go down the middle of the aisle with that. Go on down to the middle. And they're going to have to try to come and find you without seeing and without direction. But before you can even start, you have to start spinning in circles while I count to 10. And I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? You're going to spin as soon as I start to count, okay? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 9, 10. Okay, now go. Go find him. Where is he? Where is he?
Over
You
here.
can't find him. Okay. Now, let's have directions. You all can tell them. Everybody can give directions to find him. Tell them where to go.
Go straight.
Go straight. Go slow.
Go straight. Go straight.
Directions. Keep going. There you go.
Go straight.
Well, keep going.
Keep going. Here. Feel the pew. Okay. Go straight.
Go straight.
Straight.
Go straight. No, careful. Keep going.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Keep going.
Go straight.
Now you can let him get you. Let him touch you. Let him touch you. Okay, here. Okay, that's one. Now let's get the second one. Oh, no. There you go. You're getting close. Straight. Keep coming. Keep your hands up. Hey! Okay. I've got rewards for all three of you. You got a real reward in heaven, but here you can have a giant coin in the meantime. Thank you. Thank you for helping, and you can keep that. The battery will wear out Jesus' law that he shares with us. What's that?
The Ten Commandments.
Ten Commandments, that's Moses' law.
Love each other. Love one another.
Love one another, that's half of it.
Love God.
Right? So that's really great, Owen, because it's a reminder that Jesus has asked, which of these is the greatest law? And they're sort of talking about the Ten Commandments. And Jesus says, he tells us there's the great commandment, and that is, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. And the second is like unto it, love your neighbor as yourself. So this is the journey we're on. This is the journey that Jesus is taking us on. The one we can't see, which is to get to that law of love. And what Jesus is offering us are the directions that look like the 12 steps, or that look like us helping each other when we're blind. And you can find these directions in the stories of the Bible and the Gospel, and that's why we read them together every Sunday. You can learn them through the inspiration of people who came before you, like your mom and dad and your grandparents, or St. Francis of Assisi, whose site we're hoping to see while we're in Italy. And we learn them from the people around us. But our job is to listen for the directions, and like the disciples, to drop everything and follow. May we have the courage to do so. Amen.